T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Jigs Reels Radio Show behind the scenes. Starting a little bit early, so I know that it's working and everything is good. Let me just straighten the beard up here. How's this going here? See, I got this. I sleep on my left side, so I got this friggin' flyaway over on the one side there. How am I looking? Am I looking pretty? Am I looking okay there, peeps? And is good. Maybe. Okay, that's good. I forgot my comb. Again, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's the behind the scenes on the Jigs and Reels Radio Show. I will be going live here like the music-wise, very, very shortly. Hello, Kim. Hello, Jeremy. We've got TikTok to my left. We got Facebook and YouTube to my right. We got jokers to the left, ladies to the right. Steelers Wheel. We're going to talk about Steelers Wheel a little later on. So we're here at the studios in Kitchener-Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. And we're going to start things here very, 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 very shortly. How we do that? Hey, let's do this.
Hi, this is Dave Fitz.
That's Dave Fitz. We all know Dave Fitz. Let's start tonight's show, ladies and gentlemen. It is 6 o'clock.
Come get your nuts in order, cause we're bound to cross the water. Heave away, me jollies, heave away.
Y'all know the words. Tap the toes, tap the fingers. Heave away, hey jolly boys, we're all bound away.
Sometimes we're bound for Spain.
Heave away, me jollies, heave away. You cannot get enough of this song.
Heave away.
That's some drummer on that, I'll tell you that. That's some drummer. I know who that drummer is. Hello, Marion. Always so good to have you on. I will. Got to loosen up the lips. Got to moisten lips. I only brought 2 cans of Bang with me tonight, ladies and gentlemen, so it is only a 2-bang night. Yeah. 2-banger. Dribbled. Premature bang. I haven't even had a sip yet. Look at how I'm rolling. Emily Gladys. Yum, 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 yum. See, the gas station I go to only has 2 flavors. Hello, Frozen Treats of NL. Mr. Tobin. So they got this one. It's the peach mango. And then the other one they got is the cotton candy. And that one tastes like shit. I've had that one before. It's disgusting. It doesn't taste like cotton candy at all. I've had my fair share of cotton candy in my days. Especially at the COE and the CNE. It doesn't taste like cotton candy. It's gross. So the showcase on the rock is coming together really, really nicely. Justin is going to be doing up a volunteer form. Miss Allie Power from Cupids, all the way from Cupids. Yeah, so the showcase on the rock, all the stuff. Jeremy Stiles, originally from Pasadena, but where are you now? There you go. Oh, geez, you're only an hour away from me. Gonna give you a shout out there, brother. MIX985.ca is if you want to listen to the music. Oh shit, headphones are down. Here we go. Woo! Well, good evening, Newfoundlanders, and those who wish to be. It is I, Dean Clark, on a show called Jigs and Reels Radio KW, not to be confused with the other Jigs and Reels. I got to put that out there. I got to put that disclaimer out there. However, I will say this. Okay, I will say this. over the weekend, I saw a post and it said, "Hey, Gerard McCarthy, your songs are getting played on." And it was a link to my page. And guess what? Gerard is now following me. You saw that. That's pretty damn cool. That's pretty damn cool. So thank you very much for whoever posted that. But you know what? I'll take all the clout I can get. Over 6,800 followers on Facebook. Yes. Oh, yeah. And I'm over 2,800 followers on TikTok. Oh, yeah. And then we got to, don't ask what the hell that was. Oh, man, are we in for a time tonight? Oh, and I only had a sip of the Bang energy drink. I still got another can to go. Oh, yeah. We got great music tonight. 9 brand new songs on the New Music Monday. Again, all those songs qualify for the exclusive All Newfoundland Music Top 10. In the new music, there's a young lady that we're gonna. Thanks, Robbie. Jeremy Stiles in London is listening, originally from Pasadena. So this young lady, we ended up finding out we have mutual friends because the singing partner she sings along with is from Heart's Desire. And actually, my dad would know, and we all know who it is, which is bizarre. So I'm looking forward to playing that tonight. And what else do we got coming up tonight? I've got my trusty old music sheet. Remember Jacob Lewis? Okay, you know that name, right? You know the name, Jacob Lewis. Dougie Doug Duggar from Gander. Jacob Lewis, of course, is the guy that got the golden buzzer on the Canada's Got Talent, courtesy of Miss ST, Shania Twain. But I'm going to play a song from Jacob Lewis, who sent me his music a couple of years ago. Yeah. Do you remember that? Do you remember when Jacob Lewis was just Jacob Lewis, not Canada's Got Talent Jacob Lewis? Well, I got a song from that Jacob Lewis coming up later on tonight. Sam and I, what else? Lots of great music tonight to kick off, plus an interview with Evan Watts-Smith in about 10 minutes' time. Talk about his show and a new song that's just about to be released, but he's going to introduce it tonight. Over the weekend, you might have seen it, Broderick's had Ricky Dalton's benefit show. Mr. Matty Thompson, along with this guy, took part. We're talking about none other than Mr. Isaac Shanahan. Jigs Reels Radio KW. Good evening, Mr. Pierce Fancy. I could never forget about you, Dougie Doug Duggar. It is so funny listening to the guy's voice. Jimmy Wildfinger. You know what? That picture looked at. That's what it was. Okay. I didn't want to say anything wrong, Fitzy, and I believe that's how I got his song, his music, was through you. But at some point I was like, but again, back 2 years ago, Dave, I was only ever getting music from you and Paul Bump. You guys were the only ones. So that's right. Mr. Fitzy, speaking of getting into the studio, when the hell are you getting into the studio, Paul? It's about time you get some music out there, my friend. He almost has the sound of Mark Hiscock sound. Yeah, it was funny that oops. That's okay, Paul. You're still doing the lives and you still got your ball cap on. You're looking pretty. When I come down in August, I'm going to have to bring you one of my hats so you can put it on online there. Hello, Sherry. How are you? You guys in your meeting tonight? Corey, what's going on, brother? Corey over there on the TikTok side of things. I'm looking forward to having a chat with Mr. Evan. It's funny how him and I met. Just kind of, again, hey. I heard this on the station today, and I'm like, oh, I gotta play it. Love Bud's voice. Speaking of that, good evening, Miss Wah. How are you? Fitzy, how are we doing on his album? We're going to be able to do that in the interview in a couple of weeks. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I will not be here next Monday night. I will be tanning and sunning my buns in Cayo Guillermo, Cuba. We leave Saturday, Dana and I by ourselves. It's going to be exciting. So we fly out on Saturday early. Hello, Miss Sharon Power. Wait a minute, Sharon Power, Allie Power from Cupid's. Got to be some relation there. SMRT. So yeah, the show will not be live. I'll be here. It's recorded. Front pocket or back pocket, Lisa? That's wicked, man. I was going to play the whole album. Does he not want me to play the whole album, like start to finish? And we're going to talk just about the album and where the songs come from. Ask him about that, because I would love to just feature the debut album right there at Jigs Reels Radio KW show. Kind of like how I did whose album did I do? Shit, can't remember. Okay, that's fine by me. I'm excited to interview Bud. So we'll do that like in a couple weeks, like on the okay. We'll do that in a couple weeks when I get back. We'll do that on the 28th. Is that what we're thinking? Oh, buddy. The shit that's been hitting the fan and everything like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, looking forward to it. Hello, Paula P. I'm really happy. Now, if you want to listen to the radio side of it, Paula, MIX985.ca. And then I also do a radio station on live365.com. And this show goes every Monday night live, 6 to 8 Eastern time. I'm everywhere. I am everywhere, Paula. You can find me on everywhere. All back at you. Don't care. And that's, you know what? It's funny that you say that, Paula, because when I used to do this show back in 88 to 2008, that was the reason why I did the show back then, because there was no social media, there was no internet, there was nothing. You know, if you're old as me, you would know that, because I don't think you are. But yeah, it was that was the reason why. So when I played the show in Kitchener-Waterloo, I wanted that to. Oh, see, you're close to me. You're younger, and I wanted to do that for the people to sit there with at home and, you know, missing the island. I gave them the chance every week to listen to the music, kind of like what I do now. Big sky, all stars dream, bigger flush, stars scream, stars scream. All right, perfect. We are on a roll. Gonna give Mr. Evan a call here now. Wasted time, don't care. Wasted time. I don't care. There we go. Beauty. Oh. You're a good man, OTR.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
Oh, hello, Mr. Smith.
Well, hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How about you?
Hey.
I'm glad you did your hair for the show. You took a shower. You smell good, boy.
Right through the phone, you can smell it.
Oh, trust me, I'm glad there is no such thing as smell-a-phone.
All day. But you know, I came home and got a shower.
That's it. Just for me. Oh, man, I feel so special. All right, we are going to go in about a minute and a half. We'll chat about your upcoming show. And then just shoot the shit about who the hell you are, where you came from, what you're doing, and get the chance to brag about yourself, Mr. Smith. Yep, absolutely. This is your time, brother. Dave Fitz, by the way, is on the behind the scenes. He says, hi, Evan.
Who's that?
Dave, oh yeah, Fitzy. Everybody knows Dave Fitz.
Well, I say hello right back. What a joy he is to work with.
Oh yeah? Beautiful.
Yeah.
Dave is like a brother to me. As morbid as this may sound, we've already told each other that if I go before him, he's saying my eulogy, and if he goes before me, I'm saying his. I know it sounds morbid, but that's how close we are.
No, but it's good. It's nice to have a friend like that.
Yeah. He's beyond a friend. Emily Gladys says hi. Dude, you got a lot more friends than I do. All right, my friend, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Jigs Reels Radio KW on MIX985. That's Orange from a guy by the name of Elliot Larkin. His music can be found everywhere. Also had on that set Semini, Bud, and Sim, breed of all his own. And by the way, Fitz is working on Bud Davidge's new album, and I'm really, really looking forward to interviewing Bud again on the show. It was a couple of years since I last chatted with him, and we had a full show of me and Bud. It was so cool. Not like a Cheech and Chong episode. It's Bud Davidge. It was really cool. An icon, a goat, and it was so much fun. By the way, rumor has it that maybe Hamilton Sound's going to be playing at the Showcase on the Rock. Not 100% sure, but how cool would that be? Also had on that set Isaac Shanahan, The Music Takes Me Back. Him and Maddie Thompson over at Broderick's over the weekend for Mr. Ricky Dalton's benefit concert for the Janeway. On the telephones lines, this is an honor and a pleasure. And it's crazy because we've only really started talking to each other, 2-3 weeks, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. And here we are. Look, we're like best buds. Evan showered and everything for me for the interview. I'm sitting here. I forgot to put pit stick on, and but hey, I got none other than Evan Watts Smith on the phone all the way from the beautiful island of Newfoundland. Welcome to the show, big dog.
What a pleasure. I listened to it for the first time a couple weeks ago when you played my first single. And now it's like Monday nights is what I'm at.
I love it.
Monday night.
I love it. Now, if only I could get paid for this, I'd be living the dream. Hey, listen, man, it's so good to have you on the show. We met through some mutual friends, and it sounds like you got a lot of mutual friends on the behind the scenes. And what I want to talk about, I've looked at some of your stuff and everything, but if no one knows who Evan Watts Smith is, in a Cole's Note version, sir, give us who you are.
I'm not good at Cole's Notes, but I will do my best.
Go for it.
Well, see, a lot of people in this scene might not know me because writing tunes and recording albums is totally new to me. But I've been in the music business for almost 20 years now, and I'm not that old, so it's pretty good. But I've worked a lot in theater, a lot of musical theater, a lot of concerts, a lot of teaching, coaching musical theater, coaching at the university. So I've sort of had my fingers in all the pies, but never this one. So a lot of people, I guess, know me from I do a Billy Joel and Elton John tribute show called Piano Men, that I've toured around the island and done with the symphony here in Newfoundland, and also done it up in Quebec.
Wow.
So that's one thing that people know me from. But yeah, I did a lot of cover stuff, and then eventually was sort of like, I think the next best thing, the thing I got left on the bucket list is to start writing my own tunes.
So what got you into writing your own tunes, and how long have you been writing?
Not that long. I did,
Really?
like I was just saying, I did this symphony gig.
Yeah.
I was doing this Elton John, Billy Joel show for years, and then they asked me to do it with the symphony. And when I finished that, I crashed so hard because I was like, this is the best gig I'm ever going to get to do, and now it's over.
Oh, no.
You know? Like,
Yeah.
no high I can reach.
You hit the glass ceiling, and now you're like, next.
That's right. As a cover artist, it's like, that's as good as it gets, man. What can I do? So I'm like, you know what? I think it's time to start writing. So I've really only been writing for the last couple of years.
Wow.
And just been churning them. Just been churning them out. I love the process. I enjoy the process. And you know, I've always loved being in the studio. I've been on a few other people's albums.
Yeah.
But never on my own. And it's just such a thrill, you know, to play your own stuff.
That is, you know what? I've said this to so many people. The fact that you can write music and the talent behind the music, I'll just, it's such a, and for you to just start saying, oh, I'm just churning them out. Damn, that is some great creativity you got behind you. How long? You've just been playing stuff. When did you start picking up instruments? When did you start opening the mouth and started singing? When did you realize that this is what I want to do?
Yeah, I mean, I was always the little kid who was sort of up on the Humpty, as we like to call them, right? And you know, reciting some poems or singing songs or whatever. I was always that kid. And then I was 7 or 8 and really wanted to get into voice lessons. And my sister was in piano lessons, and I sort of used to pick at the piano. And Mom said, "Do you want to be in piano lessons?" I said, "God, I'd love to be." So then I'd go to piano lessons, and whenever my sister was sick, I would love when she was sick because I would stay for the full hour.
Ah.
Like, wish that she would get sick so I could have a double lesson.
Nice.
Well, piano I've been playing forever, and then, you know, grew up in playing the school bands and stuff like that. So it's always just been the biggest part of who I am, and I never took a serving job. I didn't do any of that. I was fortunate that I didn't have to, but I've only ever worked in the music industry, and it's, you know, it's
wow.
right. I'm so grateful. That's all I've done.
You are part of that 1%er that can say they've actually started in music, still in music, and will end up in music.
God, really?
Yeah. Wow. Now, you're doing a show to benefit the new album that's coming out, and that's coming out when?
May the 16th, Friday, May the 16th. It's the long weekend.
Perfect.
So
Friday, you get to stay and drink, and at the Majestic. I have yet to go into the Majestic. You know that I cannot get. I want to see a live show in the Majestic because everybody that I talked to said it's such a stunning venue to play at, and for you to debut your album there, though, man, that's got to be a high for you.
It's a huge high, yeah. I did a show there, in the Valentine's show there, and I knew as soon as I got in that room, I was like, oh my God, it's a perfect seat. It's about a 300-seater, 350-seater.
Yep.
There's a bar in the back, so it's like you can have that open. So it's like it's a formal space, but it has that informal vibe, and you have the bar open and stuff.
Yep.
Because my music is kind of soft cedary. Like I'm not going to go down to the rock house and my ballads. You know?
Yeah.
It doesn't have the right vibe, but it's a great fit for me. I'm really excited to do it there.
That is so cool. So now the album comes out May 16th. You perform then. You've already released a single that we heard a couple of weeks ago. You got a new one out right now. Now, before we get to that, we do have a question on the behind the scenes. I got to ask you about your Elton John shoes.
Oh, my Elton John shoes.
Yes.
I didn't realize that I was a shoe person until I was shopping for outfits for the symphony gig. And I was on Amazon, because that's, you know, where you find all the stuff.
Of course.
And I got this gold-plated dress shoe with a suede black in the back and this gold in front. It's like, oh, God. Anytime I do a gig with those shoes on, I always ask anybody in the front row if they want to touch them.
That is awesome. And, of course, you still have them. Now, are you going to wear them on May 16th?
I don't think I will.
No.
We don't know yet. I'm probably going to use it as an excuse to buy another pair of shoes.
Oh, you know what? That's such a great way of doing it. Either that or Temu. One of the, either they're or Timu. Timu's got some good stuff too.
I've heard. I've not delved in there yet.
Oh,
like a deal.
All right, let's go. We know on the behind the scenes here. I'll send you some messages and we'll chat. Now, before we get to this song, I do want to ask, you've been writing songs, singing and so forth. What does Evan Watts Smith do in his downtime? How does he mentally prepare and just get back on the high horse again? What do you do?
I don't have a lot of downtime. I pretty much jump from gig to gig. Like I just on a whirlwind trip, just got back from Regina today. I left on Friday, was back because I'm music directing a show at the Globe Theater there.
Oh, wow.
In 2026. And right now I'm in the middle of a rehearsal. I just, ran out of the rehearsal for Craig.
Yeah.
Brilliant Newfoundland musician is doing a show at Holy Heart in a couple of weeks. So I'm music directing that. We're having a blast rehearsing it right now. I can hear them in the other room.
Well, tell Craig Sharp. Thank you, Craig Sharp. Thank you.
When I do get the time, I love walking the dog. I got two really gorgeous boys. They're 6 and 4, Harrison and Oliver, and a beautiful wife who is the most supportive human on the planet. So,
yes,
any moment I get, I spend with them.
That is the best mental health you could ever ask for. So talk to me about this song, and then we're going to introduce it. It's called Tipping Over. The reason behind the name, what is the premise?
The premise is, the glass half full idea. So, you have the glass half empty, glass half full. Some people are one way or the other.
Yep.
And this song it's a song about my wife and the idea that someone can make not only your glass half full, they can make it so full that it's actually tipping over.
That is beautiful. Evan Watts Smith, I'm going to let you introduce this song. We'll get her on. It is the first time anyone is going to hear it. It is the worldwide radio debut of Evan Watts Smith. The song is called what, Evan?
Tipping Over.
All right, on Jigs Reels Radio KW on MIX985. All right, amigo, thank you so much, and give Craig Sharp a big high five and a fist bump to allow you to come out and chat with me. And this is going to be uploaded to Spotify later tonight, dog.
Awesome, brother. Appreciate it.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. And we're going to talk before the 16th.
All right. Love it.
All right, buddy. Have fun.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, man. Bye.
Bye.
Just one smile and the world's around me. Sunrise on an August morning and I come here.
Oh.
What did I do to deserve you? First I saw your face, I couldn't catch my breath, and I had thought my glass was half.
This is awesome. Oh, my God. I love this song.
I forgot to say when I am born again. So let's just get basking.
It's a grow. Absolutely. Hello, Tina Frost.
Sunrise on an August morning, and I come here to the light.
What vocals? This guy's a vet. There's nothing else to say. This guy can do whatever.
I wouldn't know who I am, couldn't do what I do, just what you do. So let's play the scene to eternity. It's just you and me.
Yeah, this is cool. This is a cool track. The horns just make it too. You know what I mean?
For as long as I've got here in this life.
Oh. Hey, Francie. Oh, man. Oh, Oh, I can imagine. Oh, really? Oh, there was no drop at the end. That was it. I was ready to smash that tambourine. What? Hurricane Music's own Evan Watts Smith, May 16th, the debut of that album. That was such a cool track. Has that jazzy vibe, the Bublé sound, the Matt Dusk sound, a little bit of old Sinatra. It had it all. And you heard the interview. The guy's a seasoned vet, man. Like, come on. Like, he's been around forever. And this is what he does. So imagine what he took from doing all the covers to now doing his own. Psst, nothing's going to stop him now at all. Evan Watts Smith, ladies and gentlemen, that song is called Tipping Over. Thank you so much, Mr. Smith, for coming on the show. Mr. Dines, thank you so much for getting him hooked up with me. I am so looking forward to a lot of work with you, Mr. Dines. Matt Dines with Hurricane Music. He knows the show. He trusts me enough to make sure that the songs get out and you guys get to hear it. I cannot thank you enough for supporting the show like you guys do. We're going to take a quick break. We got some more great music on the other side. Maria Cherwick, speaking of that.
Looking at the Uptown Waterloo Egg Hunt. Bring a basket and collect treats from.
It's hard to believe it's Good Friday this weekend. It's like Easter weekend. It's like a 4-day week. Yeah, 3 days now, actually. Woo!
Visit uptownwaterloobia.com for more details.
All right, we're back. And Rolling Jigs is the name of this track from none other than Maria Cherwick and Jockey Club. Jigs and Reels Radio KW MIX985. Yeah, man, you got some good stuff coming out. I can't wait. Can't wait, Matt. You and I, you know what we should do in the next little bit before the next release? I got to get you on the air, and we'll do a chat about what's coming up this summer with Hurricane Music. Kind of like what we, I did with, who did I do that with? Was it you? No, forget who I did it with. My Sometimers is kicking in. Got so many things on my mind. I need this break. I need this trip. I'm gonna get through a lot of music tonight. That was my only interview. Except for Angie. If you've never seen Maria Cherwick play live, you have to. She's a gem. And the rest of the crew, oh, man. I don't know yet. Jeremy Fitzy and I are kind of working through that. It might be in a couple weeks, the week that I get back to 28th. Depends on when Bud wants to release the album. Ooh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Forget the terabyte. You're going to need a mega terabyte or whatever the next step up is. I don't even know what it's called. That's crazy, man. Well, Zelia, maybe Henry Jarrett. You might be able to hear something from Miss Denise Sully Critch. My love for Zelia, and absolutely hands down. Looking forward to that one. Kitchen Party. Yeah. That's, yeah. You got them all, buddy. You got them all. Pentabyte. Oh, a pentabyte. Okay. Paul in with the 20,000 pyramid word. Good job, buddy. I'd ask you to spell it, but it looks like you already done that for me. Paul Bump for the win. Fitz Bump. How's everybody doing over on the TikTok side of things? Devin just chimed in. What's going on, buddy? All right. Who sings this?
I'll make no doubt that he loved me. But it was my heart, and it's he was the first to touch me when I was young. I drove me home to his father's place. Drew concern from his mother's face.
Oh, man. You know, you got to always ask yourself, do you ever think, Dave, if these guys were... No, I haven't, although thank you. You know, Dave, like, you ever think about, like, guys like Ron Hines? That's the one. You know, he didn't die of an old age. Like, it was one of those things. Could you imagine where he would be if he was still performing? Or if he was still around? Like, I look at guys like Bud Davidge, okay? Bud Davidge, the man looks like he's still in his 50s, early 60s. If you look back at the old CD covers of Seminai, there is not much change between then and now with Bud Davidge. Ray Johnson is another one. And I don't know if it's in the salt air down there, ladies and gentlemen. If it is, I got to get my ass down there because this body is getting older and older every day, every hour. And, you know, it's just, you know, it's just sometimes the lotions just don't work. Botox doesn't either. But if you got to wonder, going, okay, how many more songs could this guy have released? Are there other songs in the works? Thanks, Francie. You know, are there yeah. Yep. And does anybody know? We know he's the man of 1,000 songs, but do we know, are there other songs out there that no one knows about from Ron Hines? Do you know what I mean? Like, where... Are they in a vault somewhere? Are they in somebody's basement? Are they, who knows? Could you imagine if they come across, somebody in Newfoundland comes across a Ron Hines catalog of, say, 30, 40 songs that have never been released? What would the world do if that ever happened? Man, the lineup of people wanting to record those, I'm sure there are. Where are they, Dave? Let's go hunting. When I come down in August, let's knock on a few doors. That would be something. That would be something. I haven't heard this song in a long time, and you always hear the regular songs, you know, that he's done. I decided I wanted to play this track tonight. Again, just something completely different from Ron Hines. Hello, Chelsea Lee. Stick around, pull up a chair, sit on the floor. Let's have some fun. You're listening in the behind the scenes. If you want to listen to the music side of it, MIX985.ca is where you want to listen to the music. This is where we get to chat behind the scenes, find out how things are going. I got my buddy Corey on here as well.
Make no doubt that he loved me. All of his false heart and his flattering.
Be something like for you, Paul, eh? Paul Bump there. You could. This has that sound of a West Virginian sound, doesn't it?
Hi, this is Barry Fitzpatrick.
Hi, Barry.
Listening to Jigs and Reels with Dean Clark.
I'm looking forward to tonight's New Music Monday. So Tina Frost, you guys saw her pop up on the behind the scenes. Tina's the one that I was talking about earlier, about how her music going way back, and she can talk on the behind the scenes and fill you all in. And that's crazy. So yeah, with Tina and Trish going way back. I love Liz Fagan. I love her sound. And so we were talking, and that's the one who Trish is from Heart's Desire, Trish Lay. And who did you say the parents were, Tina? I could look it up, but you're here now, so tell me. Who was it? Tell me. But yeah, so, and it was funny because I saw your post with Sean Lay. Like, I remember Sean. Oh my God. Who was the drummer? Trish, you would know who the drummer was. Maurice, Patty and Josie, that's it. Maurice, remember Maurice Morris, who played drums in Heart's Desire and a couple of bands? Fitzy, you told me you met Morris Lay. Yeah, again, small world. Oh, absolutely. You look at guys like Harry Hibbs. Absolutely. Jeremy, you're right. Like, there's so many. That's it. See, that's so funny. And Dave, when I was a kid, they would jam in the shed, him and his band, and he would just, oh man, it was my cousin Jeffrey Clark would go in and bang on the drums a bit. But yeah, Morrison and they would just practice and jam, and it was so funny. And here we are, full circle. And he was the shortest, skinniest dude I have ever met. Was that what it was? He was the shortest, skinniest dude I had ever met. And I wasn't that big back then either. But that was so funny. So funny. Ooh. Yeah. Good times, man. Good times. And then I think I did see him. I can't remember. I got to talk to my cousin Mary, but she wouldn't remember. But I remember going to Fraggle Rock, and I'll always say, I was 16, went in, had a few drinks, and because I was a mainlander, I almost got in a fight. You know, because I was there with a couple of ladies, and I had to protect them, and oh yeah. Oh, the times. Those were some fun times, man. Memories. God, I can remember them. Whoop, 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 whoop. Take that off and go. There we go. Embrasse-moi dans une brasserie, c'est comme ça que j'aimerais être aimé. So you hear me play a lot of Franco. Hey, Mr. Tommy Tom Tom. You gotta, you know what, dude? You gotta get me hooked up with him, because I wouldn't know where to find him. But yeah, man, I gotta talk to Mo. I gotta talk to Morris. Get some of his music. You recorded him. You should send me some. God, he would shit his pants. Frank Clark's kid. He'll know. C'est bon, c'est que ça vaut. I love this guy. I had a chance to meet him last year at Music NL. I never heard of him before, but I got turned on to him from Porta Poutine. And again, it's that very French cabaret. And you know what? It's funny. We talked about this before. The fact that there's so much more Franco-English songs coming out of Newfoundland from Newfoundlanders is crazy. Porta Poutine has come such a long way, because I remember reading them in that Music NL. It's such a classy dude, this guy. Porta Poutine, I remember coming across them again during Facebook and finding them online, and then we met 2 years ago at Music NL and fell in love with them ever since. We are like family, as I am with every one of you. And yeah. You're late to the supper. Jesus, Francie. Oh, that's a great song from my good friend Adrian House. C'est comme ça is the name of that song. And of course, if you convert that into Anglais, it is That's How It Is. Adrian House on Jigs Reels Radio KW. Before we get into something brand new, here is a song that I really wanted to hear tonight. My good friends, Midnight Watch. Can't leave for your time. Wish you hadn't wasted mine. Sun shines as it rains. We were wine, cheap perfume. You got kids, you hit my room. Shot me this in the bud before it blooms. I'm trying. God, I love these guys. To bring you down. At least that's what you said. Should have believed you right from the start. Said I took you to bed. I thought that I could break my chain. Take a story and write a new page. I know what I'm gonna do. Thank you kindly for your time. Wish you hadn't wasted mine. We are live here in the studio. And in the background, you can hear my good friends, Midnight Watch. Yes, and look at over here. If I turn to that, there's what we got online right now. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Come and join me. We are live right through until 8 o'clock Eastern time, 9:30 Newfoundland time. All right, let's get back to Midnight Watch. You and I. There we go. I'm going to do a... Oh, Tina, you have no idea what these guys are like. Should've let you to my life where you cause so much strife. I thought that I could break my chain. Hope that's new tricks don't make so days. I don't know why I never thought of this earlier. Jesus. Thank you kindly for your time. She hadn't wasted mine. We were wine, cheap perfume. You ripped my head, you left my room. So I met this in the bud before it blooms. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. I'll stick to whistling. Thank you kindly. It's funny if you ever hear Evan play. Oh, you know what? When I did the interview with Evan, Hey, Alex Duffy, what up? What are you at? When I did the interview with Evan, the other Evan, we were talking about that. His influences came from Tom Petty on this. Oh, yeah. Oh, you got to see these guys live. I'm really hoping they do something at Music NL. I'm also thinking of maybe getting them at Showcase. Love these guys. And then when you see him and Rowan play a track at Sham of Midnight Watch, and it's just the two of them, beauty, beauty. Wow. Wow, that hurts. Jigs and Reels Radio KW on MIX985. My guys, Midnight Watch, and a song called Thank You Kindly. Adrian House, C'est Comme Ça, York, Liz Fagan Band, Ron Hines, Man of 1,000 Songs, Valley Green, and of course, Rolling Jigs from Maria Cherwick and Jockey Club. It is 6:49 here on Jigs and Reels, and it is a beautiful day here in the city. And just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, next week, I will not be in the studio physically. The show will still continue. There will be your New Music Monday. Everything will be as is, but there will be no behind the scenes. Why? Because I'll be sunning my bare ass in Cuba. Well, it might not be bare. I'm probably going to cover it up because I don't want to blind people. But nonetheless, I'll be on the beach in Cayo Guillermo in Cuba. We fly out on Saturday, Dana and I, and we cannot be more excited. It is a much needed holiday. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah. And I apologize now. We both made a pact that we're not going to be on socials as much. Okay. It's going to be minimal, but I'm still going to be on it because every day I'm going to wear an article of clothing that represents Newfoundland. So I got to take pictures and I got to post it. I have to. Got to stay with my family, you know? So that'll be next Monday night. Again, the New Music Monday will still continue. It's been speaking of New Music Monday. Don't forget that every song from the New Music Monday that you hear is eligible for the top 10 monthly exclusive all Newfoundland top 10. All Newfoundland. And it's based on the new music songs that I play here tonight. Yeah. And last week. Yeah. And next week. And the voting opens up after next week's show and goes for a week. Oh, hey, what's this? Oh, my goodness. Alex Duffy knows all about New Music Monday. When you hear that song, if it's this your first time, you know that it is time for New Music Monday. So let's kick off tonight's show, please, and thank you, with a song. Oh, yeah, I got it. Tell me the name of the song. Oh, I'm going to tell you. It is called Tell Me. Brand new music from Quote the Raven. Map the Dark is the name of the album coming out next week. I can listen to these guys all week. Jen Welshman. I'm sorry. I saw the post. I'm very sorry about your mom's passing. Jen Welshman and I, she used to live in town. Her is it nephew, Alex, who I know very, very well. So, yeah, Jen, I'm very sorry to hear your mom's passing. And I will play that tonight, okay? I will. In fact, I'm going to add that right now.
There's a story we can write. I can write it here tonight with you. Tell me why your broken heart knows. Are you looking for a bump in the road? If you're going my way, I can be your highway home. Tell me where you want to go.
Oh, dude, it's Quote the Raven.
I'll tell you what I think. I think it's now more than ever.
Their harmonies are so gorgeous.
Oh, this could be a blink.
They complement each other so well in their music. Hands, yeah, beautiful.
There's a secret in your heart that But you're tired, so open up to
Love this.
to your armor, I can see.
Hope you're doing well, by the way, Jen. For you on the under the circumstances, we used to talk all the time. We used to talk all the time, Jen and I. So I'm glad you chimed in, Jen. I was actually going to mention something tonight. I had it snapped on my phone. I had a screenshot of it. Yeah, we're going back many years for that one, aren't we, my friend? I get to see these guys in concert at shit. Which one is it? The Allura Festival? Yeah, the Allura Festival. They were at Riverfest last year. Hillside Festival. They'll be at the Hillside Festival.
You're going my way, I can be your way.
Jesus OTR, you could message me on here. Talk about it on here, boy. Tell me where you want to go. Jigs Reels Radio KW on MIX985. Brand new music from, quote, The Raven. And yes, the behind the scenes are talking about very folky. Their harmonies are gorgeous. There's nothing wrong you can say with, quote, The Raven. You can listen to them all day, all night. And their new album, Map the Dark, comes out next week. They will be here in Ontario for the Hillside Festival. I'm really looking forward to that because I'm actually working security. Not that you need security at the Hillside Festival. It's a pretty folky event. Tim Baker is going to be there. Kelly McMichael is going to be there. So Newfoundland is represented. I cannot wait. And of course, cannot wait to hang out with my friends. Quote The Raven. So we kicked off tonight's show, shall we, with a brand new song. Speaking of brand new music, don't tell me what to do. Seriously. No, seriously. Don't tell me what to do. It is a new single release from Wildfinger, Jim Mercer, a.k.a. Wildfinger. He's from a small town called Shearstown, Bay Roberts. By the way, Bay Roberts is the home of the Showcase on the Rock, happening this August 22nd to 24th. 3 days of absolute beautiful music. I'll give you some lists and some artists, and the list keeps growing. I'm so excited. Some young, up-and-coming entertainers that want to get out there and show them what they've got. So really, really excited. So Jim Mercer, a.k.a. Wildfinger's got a brand new song out. Again, seriously, Jim, stop. Stop telling me what to do here, man. Seriously, stop telling me what to do, okay?
Well, we can hang out here all night and tell each other stories about the good times.
This is outlaw country. This is friggin' outlaw country. I like this.
But now I'm getting older and more settled in my ways. Before we go any further, baby, there's something that I gotta say. Don't tell me what to do.
Oh, don't you worry, Brenda Hollihan. I got a wide variety of ages. From 12 to 80, you're going to be playing part. That's what the showcase is all about, my dear. There's more not, I wouldn't say older geezers. They're the experienced crowd. Oh. I've always liked Jim's sound. Oh, you know what just came to mind? A duet. Him and Lucas Snow. Do you imagine? Fitzbub. Well, look who chimed in. Am I talking with the one and only Ashley? Hello, Ashley.
There's something that I gotta say. Don't tell me what to do, and I won't tell you.
Now, of course, I hope you got this tuned in. MIX985. Ashley, MIX985.ca. Then you can play it right through the whole bar.
And I won't tell you.
Oh, shit. Almost forgot. Why, I didn't forget. Mr. Dougie Fry. What's up, big man? I love the guitar in this. This is classic country. Love it. Tell me what to do. Uh-oh. Oh, hello. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, good. How was your meeting last week?
Oh, it's all good.
Is it you were talking about hiring me for sales? Was that what the conversation was?
No, that wasn't me. That wasn't a debt business meeting. It was something else.
Oh, okay. I got to get you my resume first.
We're building a museum. That's a committee that I'm. We're in a big museum.
Oh, shit. All right, well, here we go. We won't talk about that yet. Jigs Reels Radio KW on MIX985. That is Mr. Jimmy Mercer, also known as Wild Thinker. And don't tell me what to do. And speaking of don't tell me what to do, Angie, you always tell me what to do. You always tell me what to do, Angie. Tell me what to do. No, that's true. You're the nice one. We always tell Sherry what to do. And soon I hear she's going to get into the studio and play some music and record some stuff. Is that true? Yeah, I know, eh? But you know what? She's got the itch.
She does.
She's got the itch. And now that Michael Lay is a certified and, you know what I'm talking about. Michael Lay is now a pharmacist. Take care of that itch there. Sherry, you can just go and record a song. What were you thinking? I was talking about the itch of the record. Oh my God, Angie, we're off to a good start, boys. So Miss Angie Reed, all the way from Dildo, Newfoundland, missed you last week. Big meeting, but we'll talk about that in future shows because that is freaking exciting what you just told me. And that's actually really cool. But let's talk about the brewery. You got some big events coming up, still remaining in the month of April. What's going on?
We have last week I know we didn't get to chat last week, but we had our piano event and our friends.
Yes,
that was a beautiful evening. It was a great evening. Coming up, we just posted this today. Actually, April 25th, we've got a show coming with Gordon Cormier and Loretta Johnson.
Ooh.
That is going to be a fabulous evening. They are a phenomenal duet. They're not a couple; they're family, actually.
Yeah.
So that's an upcoming show that we have in April. So we're really excited about that one.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Loretta Johnson has some a talented daughter, does she not? Is that the same one we're talking about?
It could be one and the same.
So the apple is not far from the tree, especially with the Cormiers. My goodness, they definitely a talented family for sure. So that's coming up. That's pretty exciting. Now, is it an open, like a free event or reservations? How do we want to do that?
No, so that one is a ticketed event.
Okay.
A lot of our big shows like that, we just do a ticketed event. It's $25 a ticket. There's a pint included in that, of course. We always like to throw a pint in there. That's our thing. That's the thing we do. But yeah, so the show is on the 25th, starts at 6 o'clock, and ticket sales. The ticket link just went up today for sales on that one. So.
Get in there now because they are not going to last. You're listening to some iconic musicians for sure on the island. And then, of course, we only got a couple weekends left. It is Easter weekend. Are you guys doing anything for the fish on Good Friday? Some takeout and anything like that, or what's happening there?
Well, Good Friday, I think everywhere, all across Newfoundland, as you know.
Yeah.
So fish and chips are on every. If you get a menu with fish and chips, you're going to be busy on Friday. That's the normal here in Newfoundland.
Yep.
We like to throw some other fish options on there too, so we will have other things featured on our menu on Good Friday. So yeah, I mean, if you wanna pop by, we will be flipping fish all day long.
Man, just the smell in that kitchen would be something else. Yeah. Oh, I can imagine. But of course, after that, those in the kitchen would just be like, "Hey, no more. I'm done. I don't want to smell it. I don't want to eat it. I don't want to do anything with it."
No.
So then you got now the weather down there has been absolutely beautiful. At what point are you going to start thinking about doing the patio?
Oh my goodness! It was this last weekend. I mean, we hit some double digits for temperature, so we're getting really close. Like, I mean, as soon as that we get the digits a little bit higher where they are. Like, I think it was like 13, 14 degrees this past weekend. But once we get up just a little bit higher, we will when it's nice and comfortable to sit around that deck.
Oh yeah.
Our deck is getting ready. Yeah, no, we'll definitely have the chairs open out there very soon.
Looking forward to that. That is another itch you need to get taken care of. Yep. Sitting out on the patio at the Dildo Brewery and just watching the water and the ripples and just listening to the sounds. It's heaven. It's heaven by sea. Always.
It
is. So listen, I know we're going to get Tyler Humby over there in the next little bit. I talked to Raj about Faith O'Coin. That is somebody that he is very interested in. You're going to have a very, very, very busy summer music-wise, and I'm so excited that the new talent gets a chance to come out and not only, test the waters, but taste your food and your beverages as well. Because, again, I'm going to toot the horn. Dildo Brewery has got to be one of my finest, if not the only spot I go to for the scenery, for the beer, for the friendship, for the laughter. They got it all. And you know what? You're only, 40 minutes from town, if that?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, like 40, 45 minutes.
Yep.
It's that's all we are. Like, we're really just a flick is what you say here in Newfoundland.
That's it. Don't go the long way down. No, don't go through Heart's Content, because that'll take an hour and a half, and then you lose signal, and then you're screwed. So just, take the easy way and get there as fast as you can. Angie, always a pleasure. And let's stay on Sherry to get her song recorded. I know a producer that would be more than happy to record her songs. Right, Dave? Yeah, Dave's agreed. So, but yeah, let's stay on Sherry. Angie, say hi to the rest of the staff and the family for me. I wish you nothing but the best, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
You too, my friend.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye. Okay, bye. God love her. God love Dildo Brewery. I love it. Absolutely love it. That is none other than Angie Reed at the Dildo Brewery. We're going to take a quick 17-second break, come back and continue on with some more brand new music. Hold on. All right, and we're back here on Jigs and Reels, and we've got a song who I always get a chance to hear her sing at the showcases she's been at the last couple. A true gem, a great singer-songwriter, and of course, she's got a great production crew and recording studio behind her. This song was actually written by her late brother, who passed away several years ago, and apparently a new CD is on its way out. I'm talking about none other than Miss Kim Hamlin and When We Used to Run on Jigs and Reels Radio KW. Brand new music on the New Music Monday. That is none other Mr. Dave Fitz on the behind the scenes. See, you don't get to find that anywhere, do you? Hello, Scotty Raymond. Party Dog Radio, Mike Devine. Welcome to the show, Big Dog. Listen to the writing in this.
You could never catch me. I would lead the way and make a trail for you. I would never tire. I could go all day and night.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
life is so much fun when
Yeah, we are,
used
Scotty.
to run. But as the time
On our birth certificate, it says ETAWR Wired World Inc.
I began to
But to you, we're MIX985. Trying to stay fresh.
Changed before my eyes. Now I'm sitting here, thinking back on my little days.
I'm trying to figure out.
And life is not so fun.
That is a Carlos Santana lick, Mr. Fitzy. That is a Carlos Santana guitar riff.
And when I dream, I'm running still. And you are.
We play everything. You got to go online. On the weekend, somebody plays classic country and country. I'm playing all Newfoundland music. So if it's from Newfoundland, it gets played on the show every Monday night. Oh,
It takes a moment to realize.
there's almost a Stevie Nicks sound a bit too in this. Kim, your voice has a Stevie Nicks vibe to it with the Santana. Oh, totally Santana sound. There it is.
When we used to run,
Okay, that was cool.
you could never catch me. I would lead the way and make the trail for you. I would never tire. I could go all day and night. And life was so much fun when we used to run.
This is cool, man.
Life was so much fun when we used to run. Life was so much fun when we used to run.
Well done. Bravo. Jigs Reels Radio KW. That is none other than Kim Hamlin. And playing the instruments in the back and recording was none other than Mr. Dave Fitz himself. It's kind of cool. If you don't know who Dave is, you hear me talk. He's on the behind the scenes. You hear me talk about him on a regular basis. And why? It's because not only is he the drummer of the Fables, but he's an icon. And he does a lot of things for a lot of people, but that music had a very Santana sound to it, which I absolutely freaking loved. But it's one of those things, Kim, you can attest to this. When you walk into the studio of Dave and you go, dude, just play. And all of a sudden, what ends up happening is you go, okay. And guess what happens? He just plays. Like, seriously, that's what he does. He just plays. And I think that's the best thing about it is with that, where you just go, and you trust him. You trust him enough. And you look at the guys from, and I'm going to include Hurricane Music, Matt Dines. You trust him enough. You know, Kelly, you trust him enough, and you need that in your corner to go, yeah, you know what? This is you. This is what I want you to do. Now go with it. And bam, this is what comes out. Gorgeous. Kim Hamlin and a song called When We Used to Run. All right, let's continue on. So I ended up getting an email from this guy back on April the 2nd. Hey, Dean, a few days ago, Joshua and I had the pleasure of visiting Newfoundland Shop in Brampton. We're talking about Freezerland, Newfoundland. If you've never been there, you got to go. What a wicked little joint. Tara, I believe the owner kindly shared your contact info with us, and we would love to get the opportunity to connect with you and perhaps arrange an interview about Joshua's musical journey so far. Any guidance or support you could offer would be greatly appreciated. From Newfoundland, and he's got music. You darn right I'm going to play. Join Joshua Shepard's musical journey, discover his latest single, Trouble on the Holy Road. It's his 6th single, and it was released May of last year, so almost a year to the date. Now he's got a new single set to be released called Shipwrecked, which is going to be released very, very soon. And what we've got right now, however, is we're going to talk about Joshua Shepard and the background of him, Lark Harbor. Now, Jamie Taylor did a song about Lark Harbor. There's a lot of things about Lark Harbor, and Josh Shepard, of course, being and his family from that area, Bay of Islands as well. So yeah, so we got a lot of stuff to get through, and I'm super, super stoked about having this guy featured on Jigs Reels Radio KW's New Music Monday. And here we go with Rolling Thunder. Absolutely love the title of this. Again, I never pre-listened to a song. He was shocked that I never do that. So here we go. Joshua Shepard, Rolling Thunder on Jigs and Reels Radio KW's New Music Monday mix.
A few seconds, dear, that will clash. Don't worry, it didn't strike me.
Holy shit!
You wouldn't believe it's somewhere you have to be. I wish you could see me upon these marble tops. All in all, they're just some fancy rocks, and we're feeling still the same.
Oh my God, I love this.
Roll with thunder, lightning and rain. 'Cause when I'm riding out the storms, I forget about everything. When the light turns to the clouds, it brings me back to better days. I'm rolling with thunder and rocking with rain. Shadow and lightning, strong winds blow me away. Rolling thunder.
Wow. Seriously, why have I not heard of this kid before? Thank you to Freezerland, Newfoundland for promoting the show as they always do. Josh, dude, man. Oh.
And hands raised arms, but one thing is still the same, the same, the same. I'm rolling with thunder.
Very adult contemporary. Oh.
Everything has changed. Some of my old friends are tied up in some no sense. For me, I don't want to see sunny skies and rainbows bend.
This sounds, there's certain parts in this I hear an Adam Levine sound.
Run with thunder, lightning, rain. This is when I'm riding up the
There.
mountains.
When he hits the high note. Man. Oh. Yeah, it's super catchy. Oh, Joshua Shepherd. Remember that name. I told you, Tina. Genuine. Jigs Reels Radio KW. That is Joshua Shepherd. Say that 10 times fast. And Rolling Thunder. Francie said, catchy tune. Wow. You know what? If this is your first time listening to the show or watching it from the behinds, I don't ever listen or pre-listen to a track. When I get the email, I put it into a folder called New Music Monday. That's where it stays. I don't listen to it until I push play, just like I did. There was an Adam Levine sound in that, and very, very catchy. And yes, Seat the Power with a very fresh sound. It's invigorating. It's happy. And the boom, 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 Rolling Thunder. Yeah, that's cool. That's going to be put on the Jigs and Reels Radio KW driving tunes over, what is it now, almost 16 hours of music, something like that. Anyway, it's crazy. Lots of stuff on there. Joshua Shepherd. I tagged him on Instagram. I don't know if he's got Facebook. I know I've been looking. When you type in Joshua Shepherd, you get hundreds. So I got to narrow it down. But it was easy because when you search on Instagram, it comes up, mutual friends are, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, it's got to be him. So click. So yes, so follow him, Joshua Shepherd. Looking forward to that new track coming out too next week. Let's move it over a little bit. We've heard some top 40. We heard some classic country-ish. We heard some folk. Now we move into a guy by the name of Logan Bolt. I still love his track, Never Peak. That is one of those songs that I have on my gym workout. It's one of those ones that get you going. Logan Bolt is a rapper out of Newfoundland, and his music, his beats are absolutely sick. Here it is, the clean version of Same Old Road. Logan Bolt, Jigs and Reels Radio KW, MIX985.
Yeah,
like the beat already.
I say that cliche, but rain on snow can't keep putting up with gray no more. I'm praying that the pain gon' go stay. Stop walking down the same old road. If I'm longing for the game no more.
His sound is so just chill.
Keep putting up with gray no more. Stop walking down the same old road. And I'm so fucking sick to death of all of this mundane. Must accept defeat when you realize that you can't change it. It's hard to make a fan base in a place that's steady aging, man. This brain is made me wanna hop inside my spaceship and place. Look back down on everyone.
All right.
Cause I won't be me if they had to fake it. That ever changing motherfucking matrix that wasted potential turning premium to basic. I say that cliche, but rain on
Real writing on this. Being stuck in Newfoundland as a rapper. You heard me talk with a couple of rappers there not too long ago. It's a sound, man. It's a scene. It's happening. Not sure where you're going to hear it on a radio, but you're going to hear it here from Newfoundland. It gets played. Support all genres.
Writer's block, I get to rapping and writing, and I go back to feeling as I'm an actual titan of this hip hop scene. Took a little break, I didn't lighten with this hypocrisy from homies that act like they know me, but they ain't homies. Me once opened my eyes and they show me. I reckon it's real, ain't getting past you phone.
Love it, Logan. Love it. Time for my second bang of the night. I'm a little slow. It's not heavy. It's not heavy rap, and that's why I like Logan's sound. It's not in your face. It's not aggressive. It's just This would be if I was on the treadmill. Keyword if. Shut it. Jigs Reels Radio KW on MIX985. Yeah. Great vibe from my guy Logan Bolts. Same old road. Again, it's not again your face gangster rap. It's that chill vibe. Sit back, enjoy the tunes, drink, smoke, whatever. But it's called the Same Old Road. Logan Bolts. If you're into that sort of stuff, again, his beats, like I said, are really, really good. And they're along those lines, like the Never Peak, still my favorite song from him. This next artist, I've played a couple of songs from him as we progressed and went through the New Music Mondays. The song was originally written by Jerry Rafferty. Jerry Rafferty, who was originally part of Steelers Wheel, and then he moved on to showing his own stuff, Baker Street. Okay, we all know that song. So it was written by him. We're going to hear Mr. Corey Poole sing a song about it right now. His version of Her Father Didn't Like Me on Jigs and Reels Radio KW on MIX985.
The coat she wore still lies upon the bed.
Oh, yeah.
The book I gave her that she never read.
Yes.
She left without a single word to say.
This is different. I tell you that.
Her father
Didn't like me anyway.
She always wanted more than
I wonder who's playing the drums in this. I wonder.
She wasn't happy with the way we lived. No, I didn't feel like asking her to stay. Her father didn't like me anyway. And he never knew just what she'd seen in me. And he didn't like my hair. Supposing that we talk.
Yes, that's true. And the background vocals.
Tell the truth, I never got the nerve. I guess I only got what I deserve.
I do like this. This is awesome.
Now she's thinking of leaving me today. Well, her father
Didn't like me anyway.
and he never knew just what she'd seen in me. And he didn't like my hair. Supposing that we talk.
I play air drums really good. I got free strings the other day. I'm super happy. I don't know, I forget this site, but for my air guitar, I got free strings. I'm super excited. I just don't know how to tune them, though. I don't know how to put them together. Does anybody?
The book I gave her that she never read.
I see, is Corey almost Corey? Are you almost ready for a full album yet, buddy? I think it's pretty damn close. Didn't like me anyway.
But her father
Didn't like me anyway. Oh. Bow, 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 bow. Oh, boy, I'll tell you, that was a track. Corey Poole and her father didn't like me anyway. Did you recognize any of the stuff in the background, all the instruments, they sounded like Dave Fitz again. That's right. Doing all the instruments. Such a talented guy. Such a talented guy. But can he make salt beef and cabbage? That is the question. We'll find that out a little later. Corey Poole and her father didn't like me anyway. 7:29 here on Jigs and Reels. We still got a half an hour to go and still 2 more songs to play in the New Music Monday. I'm really stoked about this one. Tina Frost. That is a name that I found on Big Ben's over there at the pub. And what a cool pub that is. Ashley's got something going on. They do open mics, they do jams and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden I'm watching some of this stuff and I'm like, oh, ooh, who is that? And then all of a sudden we talked about going, oh, hey, look at that. It's Tina Frost. And talked about how, she's got some stuff out. And then we started getting to talking. And this is where it's kind of cool. So we talked about the history and everything like that. And she goes, I played with some cover bands back in the day. Midnight Blues was the name of her first band. And the last band was, before heading to Toronto, was 1,000-Watt Flower Pot. She was also in a duo called Trish and Tina and in an original band called Albert Faith, where they recorded a CD. She got her start at the Strand in the Avalon Mall with Midnight Blues, then at Sherlock's Upstairs with Trish and Tina. And she said, that's how old I am. The Albert Faith CD, which I have, she gave it to me, was produced by June Hiscock and Don Walsh. We were backed by 1,000-Watt Flower Pot under the assumed name of Trish and Tina, and The Adventures of the Yellow Truck. It gets more complicated, she says. So she's, gets into Toronto, moves there when he was 19, stayed for 10 years, and finally came back home last year. And then we started talking. Her singing partner is Trish Lay. And then she says, From Heart's Desire. And I'm like, shut up. Yeah. So her parents are Josie and Patty Lay. Mom, Dad, you know who they are. Right? And then, of course, on their Facebook page, and she tags people, and it's like, Morris Lay. Come on. I mean, it was not Morris. It was Sean Lay. And I'm like, wow, these names are bringing back a lot of memories. So it's interesting on how this comes back around. Now, one of the things that Tina did want me to mention is the fact that the song that I'm going to play is 1,000-Watt Flower Pot. Thank you, by the way, for putting the phonetic version on this, Tina. Really like that. 1000, pronounced 1,000-Watt. Thanks a bunch. Jeez, I tell you. And it was the backup band. And then she talked about Adventures of Yellow Truck. But of course, that was when the boys, they backed up the bands and Trisha's and Tina's original music. So yeah. So 1,000-Watt Flower Pot is the name we're going to use. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is Trish and Tina. We're going back. We're going back a few years for this one. And I chose this song because it just had a good ring to it. Lucky Lady on Jigs and Reels Radio KW's New Music Monday on MIX985. When would this have been released, Tina? That 90s Canadian rock sound. It has that sound. Gene Myrick, oh my goodness. How are you? I need some more new music from you, Jeannie. This has that. This is a crazy sound. It has that 70s vibe to it. That's probably why Francie likes this. You just mentioned Painted Lady in there, didn't you? Last song I got from you was with Carl, Gene. Wow. Oh, Wayne. Sorry, that's right. Green Eyes with Wayne. This has heart to it. But it certainly has that 70s sound. Wow. Come on. This is awesome. Oh. It has the heart sound to it though. Definitely you can get your influences from the 70s for sure. Wow. I love the guitar in this. Yeah. And Ashley, I am thankful that you are part of my family on this. Because without you having her there, this would not happen. We become one. We become one. Wow. Wow. Jigs and Reels Radio KW on MIX985. Tina and Trish, the lucky lady. You can catch Tina usually most times at the open jam and open mic at Big Ben's in the Churchill Plaza. You gotta go. You gotta go and just go in. It is such a cool bar. If I was in Newfoundland, that would be one of those home bars I'd be hanging out in. I would be. If I was in the St. John's area, that would be one of those bars, because when I walked in there and had a chance to meet, and I'm going to mess up, and I couldn't, server, the bartender, and we had a good chat. And then went back later that night and had a chance to meet up with Ashley. And the people that were in there were just so welcoming and warm. And then when you follow them on Instagram, please do. Big Ben's Pub. Ashley does a ton of work on the behind the scenes to promote the music and and everything in there. It's awesome. It is such a good vibe for sure. Yeah, love it. Big Ben's Pub. Check it out, please. All right, let's continue on. So back on April the 12th, no, let's go back a few. April the 12th. I love this because I don't get a chance to, when I get an email, I answer right away. Melanie Cranford. Hey, I seen your post on the RPM Facebook group and wanted to share our Golden Age of Sharks EP. First off, absolutely love the name of that, the Golden Age of Sharks. Melanie Cranford. So I said, of course, this is awesome. Thank you. And I said, love the name. Ribbon is the name of the band. Started in 2022 as a recording project. It consists of Steve Abbott on guitars, bass, and drums, and Melanie on vocals, bass, sound design. Ribbon released the EP Golden Age of Sharks in 2025 as part of the RPM. We talked about the RPM challenge, gave everybody something to do. You had 30 days or whatever it was to write songs and get them uploaded for the month of February. Ribbon sounds like a soundtrack to a dream or a nightmare. Depends on what you're feeling. The EP sparked comparisons of Don Caballero, Mars Volta, Sonic Youth, and Massive Attack. Come on. Ribbon has plans for new music, merchandise, and a fully realized band to play material live in the coming months. You can find them on Instagram, ribbonband_, Bandcamp, Ribbon Band, and SoundCloud as well. We're talking about Melanie and Steve, and this is the song I asked her. Why, I always ask kind of like, hey, what's your favorite track? And she goes, Wound Wonders, because it was composed on the spot. And my 3-year-old daughter, Venus, interfered with our pedal board that day and created new sounds that we actually incorporated into the song. So let's go. This is Ribbon, Wound Wonders on Jigs and Reels Radio KW's new Music Monday. I love sounds like this, man. I like where this is going. Yep. I love when there's real instruments being used. This is cool. And then the sounds, yeah. What? Okay, I got to. Are you talking about those dolls? This is so different. I don't think I've ever played anything like this on the air. Is that the pedal sound we were talking about? There's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Fitz bump, Fitz bump, Fitz bump. Oh, Fitz bump tease. Yeah. I have a feeling we should do that at the Showcase on the Rock. I think we should do that at the Showcase on the Rock. That is hilarious. How long did that take you, Paul? Yeah, very Sonic Youth. I can see the influence. The guitar work in this is pretty cool. It takes a lot of twists and turns, eh, Francie? Like it builds you up. Like I guess, like I said, it's a dream or a nightmare. Very melancholic. Imagine recording this. That would be epic. And you know what? Paul is coming to the showcase. Paul's making his way up there. The musicians, buddy, that I've got going on, Paul Fitzy. Yeah, see, no, it goes into this. Yeah. Psychologic or psychedelic? Were you thinking psychedelic? See, and then you go into this. Jigs Reels Radio KW MIX985. Melancholic to psychedelic. That was all over the place. Very Sonic Youth. That took you on a journey. That if Hotel California was at the end, yeah, you know what it's about. Ribbon is the name of that duo. Wound Wonders. Jigs and Reels Radio KW, that is it for the New Music Monday tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, including Evan Watts. 9 new songs tonight. Those will all be part of the voting starting after next week's show. As soon as that ends, I'll tell you right now, we're going to be over 30 songs again. And then, of course, the top 10. So we'll be having 40 songs you guys can choose from. So get in on that. Is another way to promote Newfoundland music by doing the top 10. Taking part of all these New Music Monday songs and just compiling it and letting you, the listener, take the vote. You'll be able to do that on the Jigs and Reels Radio KW.com website, courtesy of my buddy Justin. It is an East and Nowhere Songsmiths collab. They're going to be doing a lot with this show. And the Showcase on the Rock coming up very, very soon. You're going to see some posts. Facebook page, everything. We're going to be doing socials. Watch for it within the next week or two. That is going to be exciting. And we're going to be looking for volunteers. We're going to be looking, obviously, I'm about 32 musicians and acts right now, from anywhere from the ages of 12 all the way up to about 80. It's going to cover all genres. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look out. Showcase on the Rock in Bay Roberts. August 22nd to 24th. People have already been booking their B&Bs. It is a free family event. Did I say it? I said it's free. That's right. Remember that. All right. We're going to take a quick break, come back with some more great Newfoundland music from a guy who just got the golden ticket. Is that what it's called? The golden ticket? No, golden buzzer. I get so confused on these shows. All right. Canada's Got Talent. We got him, but his original's next.
Food Bank of Waterloo Region invites you to Whiskey and Wine in the Warehouse. Step into a reimagined distribution center, glowing with warm lighting, wooden accents, and cozy lounges. Sip fine whiskey and wine.
Whiskey. Hey, OTR, you hear that? Whiskey. Nom, 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 nom.
It's a chance to support more than 73,000 neighbors who rely on food assistance. Get your tickets today for Whiskey.
I could do that. Whiskey. Nom, 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 nom.
Foodbank.ca/whiskey wine.
This month at Share Chevrolet Buick GMC, Truck Month continues with
That ad sounds like ass.
pricing. To celebrate over 40 years as a family business, they're offering discounts up to $12,500 or 0% financing on select trucks. Costco members get an extra $1,200 off select SUVs. See Share for details. Shop local. Shop
But I gotta play.
Shop Share
They pay the
Chevrolet
bills.
Buick GMC, the region's only dealer committed to saving you money. Where Cortland meets Fairway in Kitchener and FairwayAutomall.com.
Hop on up for the
That was a bad recording. I didn't record that.
Treats from local businesses as you explore stores in Uptown Waterloo. Free and exciting fun for all ages.
There we go.
Sunday,
All right.
April 19th from 11 till 2 p.m.
All right, and we're back here on Jigs and Reels, and we got a couple of tracks left, maybe about 3 even to go. This guy you saw not too long ago on Canada's Got Talent, Miss Shania Twain, gave him the golden buzzer. We're talking about his debut album. Fitz had his hand in this as well. The album is called Home Sweet Home, and this is Jacob Lewis by the glow of the kerosene light on Jigs and Reels Radio KW, MIX985. Hello, Zig.
Greetings. I wasn't sure whether they're going to be here tonight or whether they're
Next week.
Next week.
Next Monday, I won't be here.
I couldn't remember which one it was.
So this is the golden buzzer dude. I sent him a message, told him I was playing this.
And I listened to stories of how he was there by the glow of
The kerosene light.
by the glow of the kerosene light. He said, Mom and Dad sent me off to school where I learned how to read
Come on.
and write. And they listened for hours as I read from my books by the glow
Come on.
of the
There we go. Scene light. Yeah.
by the glow
Of the kerosene light.
Grandma and I, we were wed at 16. Lord, she was a beauty.
But his voice on this does it justice too. And this was done how long ago? A couple of years ago, eh, Dave? You recorded this album for him?
By the glow of the kerosene light. By the glow of the kerosene light. About 1 year later, your daddy was born, and your grandma held my hand so tight.
Yeah.
Can't tell the joy.
Again, this was Jacob Lewis before he got the golden buzzer. This is what I like playing. It's kind of those long lost songs, so to speak.
By the glow of the kerosene light. When having her child, it weakened her soul.
8. Okay, perfect.
She just wasn't up for the fight. She looked so peaceful as she went to her rest by the glow of the kerosene light. By the glow of the kerosene light. Then I found the times they were hard. To succeed, you would try all your might.
He's been around a while. It's really good to see him kind of get on stage and do what he did. He could go a long way in the contest too. I want to try and set up a meeting, an interview with him, because I did that last year. Remember, with Matthew Cooper, and then way back in the day, Jigs Reels Radio KW on MIX985. Jacob Lewis before he was on Canada's Got Talent. And that was from his Home Sweet Home album by the Glow of the Kerosene Light. Got time for one more here. And you all heard me earlier on, Jen Welshman, who, you know, her parents used to listen to the show all the time when they were here in Kitchener-Waterloo when I had the show on from 88 to 2008. And Jen was a big listener back then too. And it's really cool to have the, you know, the generations that have continued on listening to the show. But unfortunately, over the weekend, Jen's mom, Ruby, has passed away. So our condolences and our hearts and our prayers go out to Ruby's family, and Jen, to your family as well. She asked for this song, so you know I'm going to do it. The Dorymen and Maiden's Prayer. Jigs and Reels Radio KW, Mix 98.5.
And came home from work one day to find his house without a light. He went upstairs to go to bed, when a sudden thought came to his head.
Classic. This is a classic track.
From a dream. He took his knife and he cut her down, and on her breast there's no he found. My love was for that sailor boy to travel far across the sea.
Okay, let me switch it over.
But I know he never think of me.
That's awesome, man. Love it. That's wicked, Polly. I love it.
I wish my baby had been born, then all my troubles would be born. But now my love will meet again, oh, beyond on that golden shore. So dig my grave and dig it deep, and place what lilies at my feet.
Just answering a text.
And on my wrist a little bell, to show that I have died for love. We dug a grave and we dug it deep. We placed white lilies at her feet, and on her breast a turtle dove, to show that she had died for love. To show that she had died for love.
Jigs and Reels Radio KW on Mix 98.5. There is none other than the Dorymen and Maiden's Prayer for Ruby. May she rest in peace. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on another fantastic show. This was wicked. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I will not be in this chair next week, so no live behind the scenes, but the show will continue on. I've already got a couple of new Music Monday tracks to play next week, so that'll happen. So I will be messaging you from Cuba as we fly out in 5 días para Cuba. I cannot wait. So with that said, I now make way for Zig and his, as I wind you up, he winds you down. So until next Monday night, ladies and gentlemen, when you hear the fables heave away, you know you're listening to Jigs and Reels Radio KW. Thank you all very much again for listening, for your first time, last time, whatever. You know I got you back. May God bless you. May God bless the tropical island of Canada that is known as Newfoundland. You guys have yourself a great week. Good night. All right, my friends, you obviously have yourself a great night. We'll do this next Monday night. Well, 2 weeks. Talk to you later. Good night.